What is going on, guys? My name is Ewoz. Welcome to another video. Now today we have a Beastman against Lizards showdown, and this is post DLC battles. So Lizardman actually got quite a few new units, but it appears like my opponent didn't bring any of them. Alright, let's dive straight into my opponent's army. Now I'm gonna do a full analysis on this particular build, which I think is absolutely amazing. Now for the front line, we have Saurus Warriors with shield, 2 of them. We have 2 Temple Guards. We have 1 Legion of Chakar, which is the regiments of renowned Saurus Spears. At the back, we have 2 Skin Cohort with Javelins. On the air, we have Pterodon Riders, 2 of them, and these are just basic ones. And then for the leadership, we have 2 Slans. One is Lord Master Moundy with a Shield of the Old Ones and Sunburst Stand of Hacksaw. Didn't bring heal for some reason. And then my opponent also brought Lord Croak with a Supreme Shield of the Old Ones and all these blasting spells. Golden Death Mask. So that's a +9 melee defense and -9 melee attack for the blob, which is huge. It's like 18 difference. Insane. Like Greater Archon Conduit as well. And then in the very center we have an Ancient Stegodon. And later on I think it would be better to just put Lord Master Moundy on the Stegodon, but hey, 3 of them is better than 2, right? And that's it, that's the army. It's very simple, but just think about how many defensive buffs these guys can bring. Like 2 buffs, one is the debuff and the other one is the buff. And then 2 shields, Spring Shield of the Old Ones and Shield of the Old Ones. And we have also a ability here, Shield of the Chakar, which is gonna be plus 44% missile resistance. And did Master Moundy bring that? Yes, and there's another 12% missile resistance for the entire army. And on top of all that, Lord Master Moundy now has 52% missile resistance, which is just absurd strong. And then Stegodon has 27 missile resistance. And insane. Like, this build is actually the embodiment of Lizardman defensive lineup. And now let's introduce my army. So I have 4 Sendigors with throwing axes. I had a lot of success with them, so I just stick with them. And then I have a Brave Shaman of Beast with Summer Manticore, Jagged Dagger, Flock of Doom, and Wild Heart. And then I have these Karzak Chariot with the Dark Mail, and that's it. And for my cavalry, I still have 3 more Sentinels with Great Weapon. And then for the infantry, I have 5 Angor Spearheads and 2 Angor Spearheads with Shield, I believe. So in total, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spears. And at the very back I have a unit of Bastigor herds somewhere. I think it's here. There you go. So I have 1 Bastigor herds hiding in the woods, looking for an opportunity to dive in. Now that's the army. Let's dive straight into the combat. So right from the get-go, I kinda know how this build is gonna occupy. But the thing is, operate. But the thing is, I was very indecisive in terms of picking my target, because all of them are very threatening. But the most threatening unit in this lineup should be this Ancient Stegodon, and I just didn't focus on it for some reason. I think I just didn't play well. But decision making wise, I didn't play well. But let's see how this game is gonna come down to. So Ancient Stegodon actually has a relatively good missile damage here. 600 missile damage is no joke. And also Pterodon Riders have a very good missile damage here. They have ammunition of 25 and they have 75 missile damage as well. So these guys are can all fire while shooting, which is nice. And now I'm just trying to, because I'm very indecisive about how should I approach, but here I believe the Chariot is gonna get a dive onto the Saurus, which is a win-win for me. There you go. But the shield of the old ones got popped straight away. This is what I talked about, like my opponent actually has so many ways to defend, but that's a good damage onto the Saurus warriors, which is nice. And then all my Sentinels are here. Just, I'm not too sure, because one thing you don't want to do is stacking your Sentinels in a blob and then just get blasted by that number 2 spell from Lord Croc, because in that case everybody's just gonna die. And I'm still stand idle with my infantry while trying to do more hurt with my Sentinel's throwing axes. And now I think I need to target that Stegodon, but my opponent is actually pulling them back, and now I'm trying to dodge those javelin shots, which I kind of failed. And the one volley in took out almost half HP of my Sentinels, which is kind of bad. Like now, when I think of it, I think skink skirmishers or maybe even Canadian skinks can be really good here, but I do like the picks of Pterodon Riders because they, okay, now there's another charge, dive straight onto these Saurus and the skinks. There you go, did a touch of damage, and now just quickly peel away. That's actually okay damage with the charge. And now this Stegodon needs to be focused down. There you go. Everybody's shooting at that Stegodon. Now he is actually out of position a little bit. He needs to get pulled back straight away because he's not receiving any missile resistance buff at the moment. There you go. And the shield of the old ones popped again, which is kinda, because I can actually do this kind of skirmish battle forever, but the thing is I don't really want to, because there's pretty much nothing on the line here, so I don't really want to just be a dick and just basically shoot and run away for the entire game. So now I'm just basically trying to surround my opponent with all my infantry and then just kind of bang in straight away. Which is exactly what I'm about to do now. There you go, and that's a huge blast. So I quickly noticed that and peeled away straight away. So the last thing you want to do is getting the Sentinels die. There you go. And now chariots are coming in. Longo spearheads are coming in from all kinds of directions, and chariots needs to be pulled out. But the thing is, actually, Ancient Stegodon got a hold onto my Kazarak, which is kind of bad, because Kazarak, you don't want to fight Ancient Stegodon. And now, the Spring Shield of the old ones got popped, covering absolutely everybody. And Pterodon Riders are still just up in the air, dish out damage. This Manticore got summoned onto the battlefield, which is nice. Because right now, I think the main problem here. Okay, let's check this out. Finally, I messed up my micro, and these are 2 Sentinel Great Weapons. And now, let's witness what's gonna happen to them. That's the number 2 spell from Lord Croc, by the way. And there's a Spring Shield got covered on top of it, and also I casted a Flock of Doom, and there's a beam blasted right on top of 2 units of my Sentinel Great Weapon, and it just happened. Bam! Killing absolutely everyone in the radius. all of these Sentinels just go melt down straight away. And Stegodon is right here as well. So after that, I am minus 2 Sentinel Skirt Weapon. Just from that. Like, this is why I really like my opponent, because at some point of the battle, if Beastman player actually miss macro like this, he's gonna lose everything just from one spell. And now Kazarak in the meantime actually got a lot of damage, and just basically took a lot of damage. And now Kazarak finally got put back, but the thing is he's very low. And here my Bastigohers are just late for the party. I don't really want to get them involved super early, but the thing is right now I think they're a little bit too late. And here, because I'm down with 2 Centigors, I'm still using all my throwing axes to try to get rid of the Temple Guards, which is a huge mistake. Instead of the Temple Guards, I really need to focus on the Ancient Stegodon. As long as, if I can get rid of the Ancient Stegodon, I believe I have enough to deal with the rest of the army, but I just failed to notice that. There you go, now the focus is on Ancient Stegodon. But the thing is, this Lizardman blob is actually holding quite firmly against my infantry, because my infantry are definitely on the weaker side. And the Stegodon got put right back. But here, Lord Mastermind, they actually got caught, but there's a blast right here. I need to just pull them out straight away. There you go. And now I dodged that spell, which is nice. And there's another Manticore got summoned on the battlefield, and he needs to get in and do some hurt. And then this is a fatal mistake here. Kazarak actually got in once again, and this time it's gonna get killed by the Stegodon. Now I believe my throwing axes are still not fighting, not picking the right target, and this is a huge flock of doom, which is very good for me. But the thing is, it's just not enough. And now I am actually focusing on killing Lord Mastermandi, which is once again a mistake, because Lord Mastermandi is rocking 52 missile resistance. It's very hard for me to take it down, and all my throwing axes are almost out of ammunition, which is very, very bad. And I think the game is still close, but the thing is, right now I don't really have an answer to the Ancient Stegodon, I believe, because right now my Bastigor has actually got terror routed as well, and I still have a very strong pocket of Centigor's throwing axes. But the thing is, right now everything is about whether these guys can take down Stegodon, which I'm afraid it's not gonna be enough. But a good thing for me is that my opponent actually didn't bring the heal spell, the Apotheosis from Mastermandi, so which didn't make things worse, which is nice. But now Lizardman still has a very, very strong pocket here, and I really don't have an answer. And there you go, Brave Shaman is coming in, did a touch of damage onto those Temple Guards, and now Lord Mastermind actually got dived down a little bit. I'm still focusing on killing him, which is kinda bad though. And the Ancient Stegodon actually about to get a hold onto my, there you go, onto my Brave Shaman of Beast, which is, oh my gosh, like, I think my micromanagement is actually pretty off this game, and this is why sometimes you need to execute better to get a better result. And this is a typical situation where I didn't execute correctly, and that's why I got suffered. And it's looking pretty grim for the Beastman. And right now I don't really have an answer to all these pocket, very, very strong pocket. And now let's speed up things a little bit, and just trying to, cause okay, Bastical Herds got caught. I'm just trying to shift away a little bit. There you go. That's another shield got popped. Spring shield of the old ones. My opponent is actually playing this super patiently. They're taking out one spearman and Angor spearman herds at a time, and just basically slowly but surely chipping my stuff away. Right now, this Beastman is actually just fighting for the honor, to be honest, because I don't think there's a comeback from there. And now I'm looking to dive onto Lordmaster Mandi once again, and there's another Flock of Doom got casted, and once again Shield of the Old Ones got popped, and there's being on top of it as well. Luckily I noticed that this time. So all to all, I think the entire game I only got caught by one beam, but that one beam was enough. That one beam took out pretty much all of my 2 units of my Centaur Grey Weapons, and that's very good. And now Lordmaster Mandi is about to die. There you go. I got forced to actually retreat once again. And once again, Lordmaster Mandi is about to get dived down by those Centaurs with throwing axes. And now he is about to... There you go. Finally, Lordmaster Mandi is dead. And I still have 2 units of infantry here, and but the thing is, all these Centaurs got routed off, and Stegodon is actually coming back to support this fight. Right now, pretty much I have nothing, literally nothing can kill that Stegodon. I should have forfeited, but you know what? Just stick to the fight and trying to fight for the honor. Let's speed up things once again, and just basically, because right now I was just thinking like what exactly happened, because this particular Beastman list I was quite confident in bringing against Beastman, but the thing is, without a proper execution, it's really hard. There you go, a valiant defeat. Now my opponent really brought a rock solid Beastman list, and I really like the idea behind it as well. And with some slight modification, I think this is gonna be a tough nail to bite for any Beastman list. And for me, I think I don't really need to change much. Besides, I need to play my cherries more cautiously, and also I need to focus my target more correctly. But the thing is, my opponent obviously knows the threat of Centaur throwing axes, so he was constantly dodging with his Ancient Stegodon, and at the same time he's actually using Lordmaster Mandi and Lord Croc, which are basically 2 of the most powerful Beastman slams in the universe. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the cast. If you like my contents, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join my Discord channel as well if you would like to communicate with me, or maybe even play some games with me. For now, Rockabos signing off.